What's going on, Wisershifters? Welcome back to another video. It's 2025, y'all. I'm happy you guys are here. Welcome back to the channel. I am excited to be here with part of my MAG. If you don't know what that is a mutual assistant group. You already know who this is. This is the Orlando Gardener. Go check him out. If you're new here, go subscribe to his channel. And this is the guy. Wait, his channel gonna blow up. I tell you. This is Rico Be Fishing. Be looking out on his. Be on the lookout for his channel, the fisherman of the group. So today's video is about going out and starting the 2025 strong. What does that mean? What does that look like? That mean you not just prepping for your family by yourself. Make sure you get a MAG, mutual assistant group. Building a community is necessary because you cannot do it by yourself, because isolation is cancellation, like my pastor will often share with us. So I have a few information and questions that I want to share with you guys, and today I want to ask them, which is they are part of my mutual assistant group, my MAG. He's over security, he's over food, and he's a gardener, he's a fisherman. Just guess what? You need these key peoples in your group. So having these core individuals in my group, I want to make sure that I share some information with you guys, and I'm gonna ask some questions that will definitely help you guys. So very first question, I'm gonna go to you with security. What's the first thing on the list that you would definitely share with them that they should definitely focus on for 2025?
The first thing that I would say as far as security would be a plan for the immediate family in the home that is only correlated for the immediate family in the home.
Okay.
Whether it be a exit plan, whether it be a in-home plan, whether it be codes or signals, I would say that would be my number one go-to for this year. That everyone have a true understanding immediately within their immediate family and their own home, that there are plans made out for the immediate family only.
That is awesome, because if you don't plan, you plan to fail. That's a good one. So that's the number one thing on security, making sure your family have a plan. So now, as the gardener in the group, the one that feed us, that keep us alive, save a life. But listen, you don't have no food and water, you might as well call it the end. So as the gardener in the group, what is the number one thing you would definitely share with the people that should focus on 2025 starting off?
In 2025, first of all, I'd like to say hello and welcome back to the channel.
Yeah.
Great channel. I would like to say that we should get to know vacuum sealers and get an understanding on how to use them, because as preppers, we look to today, we look to tomorrow, we look to a month from now, and even a year and years from now. And so we have to think about preservation of our food. And so jars take up space. Jars are good. We want to keep our grains. We want to keep our nuts. We want to keep our peas and beans in jars. But what happens when you run out of space? Well, vacuum sealers are a perfect alternative for using jars, and then it can condense them, and then you can store them in bins, and it will be good. Along with that, just in case the power go down, the grid go down, investing in some type of solar power so that we can continue after things go sour, go south, to use our vacuum sealers to preserve our food.
Gotcha. So key thing I know is important is preservation, because without preservation, guess what? You can grow all the foods you want, and guess what? You're only able to eat it for that one day. So that is a great one to start. Number two on the list.
Number two on the list.
We're gonna do three. We're gonna keep it simple. Number two on your list. What else would you share with them on security?
Communication. Como.
Yes.
Very big. As we know, as time goes on, we do live under a grid. Just in case the grid goes out, and you do have a power bank and you have your phones. If you have your phones but the grid is out, you have no way to communicate. Walkie-talkies, batteries. Number one, batteries. Keep batteries. You need batteries because if the power goes out, you're in trouble.
Yep.
You're in trouble. An excessive amount of batteries can help a long way. He said we're gonna do number
all right,
3.
Just,
so
hey, just save it for the next one. All right. Communication, that is important. As someone who's running security, you don't have no commo, pretty much you out without nothing. That is key thing when it comes to because without communication, you have no logistic. Without no logistic, guess what? Things is at a standstill. So that is a good one. We are actually working on our own ham radio license. So ham radio, we need that so you can have repeaters, so you can get the information further away when you are part of a community. Because walkie-talkie sometime, that's line of sight, that is great. You can use that. And if you still have signal and you're able to charge your phone, that is great. That is a good one. So number 2, as someone that's over the food, as a gardener, what would you share with them that they should definitely focus on for 2025?
Number 2 would be hidden foods. Foods that can be in plain sight,
Permaculture.
but nobody know that it's food.
Okay.
Such as yucca. Nobody would know that a stick sticking up out of the ground contains massive amounts of food under the ground. Getting understanding of potatoes, not just potatoes, but different varieties of potatoes.
Yes.
Most people wouldn't even understand the tops of the potatoes, knowing that there are pounds and pounds and pounds of food stored up under that. So foods that don't look like foods.
Okay.
Because in an apocalyptic or a grid falling apart situation, people will go looking.
Yes.
And neighbors and loved ones can become vigilantes, and people gonna try to survive.
Yes.
But if they don't know that that plant is food,
Yes.
they'll walk right past it, walk right over it, and you can go there, your family, dig it up,
Yes.
boom, you feeding your family.
Wow.
Potatoes, hidden foods.
Yes,
Hidden food.
and I'm glad you said it, because you put me on a permaculture. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Please correct me in the comment below. Food forest. You put me on food forest a while back, and that's something that you definitely, if you have property, invest, grow food that don't look like food, then everything gonna grow and help each other. And pretty much you have a food forest. It's in the name. It's simple. It's very simple. So understand that you can feed your family, you can feed the community. All right. So closing it up, the last round. What is the third thing that you want to share with them, that on security side of thing that you think they should focus on?
my third thing would be a home. Where you live is considered your house. Where you would have to go if something was to happen, let's say this year, a home.
Bugging out pretty much. And explain to me, because that's something that confused me. When you say home and a house, people will look at like, what's going on? What's the difference? Explain to them what's the difference between a home and a house, because some people will bug out the situation, having property, whatever, and that's your home. Explain to them just a little bit.
Okay, will do. A house, this is somewhere where you live. This is somewhere where you reside for a moment of time. This is where you pay the bills for the water, to eat, you cook in the kitchen. But your home is somewhere that is secluded.
Yeah. So a bug out location, pretty much.
A bug out location. This is where you go in a time of need for trouble, or for a instance that happened that you didn't expect. This is somewhere where not a lot of people know the location of.
Gotcha. So you guys are out there, permanent community, you know, when we say bugging out location, you know that everybody need an acre or something, or even a community where you can go to when, you know, poop hit the fan. So now, last one on the food and garden side. What would you share with them for the third one on the list?
Don't wait for the poop to hit the fan
That's it.
to learn how to preserve. There's nothing like having a jar of preserves on your shelf that'll sit there for years. So being active in your mag, having somebody prepared, having a deep understanding on how to preserve food, as far as pickling, as far as dehydrating, and things of that nature. Having somebody on your team, in your family, in your community, that knows the ins and outs and the details on how to preserve foods. Our people back in the day, they knew how to do figs, they knew how to do peppers, they knew how to do tomatoes and things like that. And so when times got rough, grandmother would just go to the shelf, pull a jar of tomatoes off, and you had a tomato sandwich, or you just put a little fire up on them, and you good to go. And
soup.
yeah, tomato soup. And listen, while you can, because it might be a day that you can't, go ahead and get one of them old iron skillets and one of them old iron pots that they used to sit outside and put on a crossbar over fire. Go ahead and get one and have one ready, because there's no need in growing the food if you can't have it and cook it.
Yeah, that's right. That is awesome. I hope you guys learned something from these great answers, because 2025 is going to be crazy. We're going to wrap it up with this. This is where a lot of you guys see these predictions out here on YouTube, and I just want to, have a little bit of fun and make some prediction. And one thing I know for sure is sometimes we'll see these things happen, and sometimes we have people who just talking on the side of their neck. So let's wrap it up with this, and let's just say, okay, what are your predictions for 2025? What do you think that's gonna take place? Because we already started rough so far. What are some things that you think that's gonna happen, and some people should focus and maybe prepare for?
My thoughts would be for 2025, I'll give one prediction: the food source, and I'll let the gardener explain more on that. But the food store, with all these corporations, they are slowly dwindling. And I don't know if everybody's watching, but it's not just the stores, it's also the farmers as well.
Yeah.
The food source is slowly dwindling. So my prediction for this year is there are going to be stores that are closing that people wouldn't expect to be closing.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good one. The last one, you wrapping it up, what would you say? What's your prediction for 2025? People should definitely focus on for preparation.
Be ready to barter, because money is always going to be money, but things are getting more and more expensive, and I think that the economy is going to keep on spiraling. There might be times in which it'll dip a little bit and we have a little bit of relief, but I don't think we should depend on that.
Yeah.
So I feel that our financial situation is going to be up and down, so be ready to barter and have your mag.
That's it. That is it. Listen, y'all, I appreciate you guys watching this video. If this is your first time here, please consider subscribing to the channel, like this video, share with somebody that you care and love, because these are great information that'll help you in the future, because it's important. And one thing I'll say to close this out is that, listen, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, because a lot of us are not prepared to the degree that we need to. So I hope these videos find you, and if you come across this channel, this is your first time, please come back and watch some more. Go watch some more videos, and also stick around for future video. And then for my usual guys who've been here rocking with me from day one, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Please consider watching these videos, and let's definitely share this video also. And if this is your last time watching these videos on my channel, I appreciate your time. Thank you for coming anyway. But I'll see you guys next time, and I'll leave you guys with this: everybody who prepare will survive, but those who really put in the time will thrive. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. We out.